I don't know why I think this is so funny, right? But I'm officially probably about 36 hours fasted right now, which means I haven't eaten anything for almost 2 days, and I'm about to run up in In-N-Out Burger to use the bathroom. This is about to be tough. Yo, man, oh man, I be really testing my willpower, but I did it. I'm about to pick up my boy Lawrence. He is a coach at Hollywood High, which is across the street from this In-N-Out Burger. And we're heading over to Royal Personal Training. He's gonna help me out.
Put this in the back. All right.
What's up,
What's good, man?
How's everything, bro?
Man, amazing. What's good with you, bro? I know, bro.
Living the dream.
Man, I can tell, bro.
Just like we spoke about.
Hell yeah.
You not playing, Bobby. Where exactly are you from?
I'm born and raised in Norway.
In Norway?
Yeah, born and raised in Norway. My parents is from Iran.
Okay.
Yeah, I came here 3.5, 4 years ago.
And when you came, because I know you mentioned you were valeting cars. So did you come by yourself?
I came by myself. For the first 2-3 months it was hard because I didn't speak a word English.
Oh wow.
I dropped out of school when I was 12 years old.
Wow.
So I was just on the street, just hustling, go door to door, selling newspaper, washing floors, driving cab, no education. So when I came here it was hard because I didn't speak English.
Yeah,
I was by myself.
that's a big barrier right there.
So I remember the first thing that I wanted to do was to find a gym because I was all about working out. The closest gym I found, it was a 24 hours fitness on Pico. So on my way there, I passed this hotel. So I'm like, fuck, on the way back from my workout, I'm gonna go and see if because I need a job. I needed a job. Something to do.
Yeah.
So I stopped by and somehow I asked the valet guy there if I could park cars. So I'm like, 820 bucks is only 5,000 kron. I made that a week in Norway, and this is like doing a lot less than what I'm doing here. Like this is insane. How am I supposed to survive on this?
When you came here, did you have a vision of this?
No.
All right. So how did the vision of having your own facility and becoming a personal trainer? How did that become?
I started as a trainer at Equinox.
Okay.
And when I was doing that, they placed me on the floor to pick up weights. I told my manager I didn't want to do that.
As a trainer, they made
As a trainer. Yeah. I was known as a trainer that didn't speak a word English. I was training 8 to 12 people for free every day.
Wow.
One out of those signed up. After 2 months, I was a top trainer at the club. After 4 months, I was number 4 in the whole nation.
Wow.
They're taking so much money. Like I want to do this. I don't have 40 trainers working for me. I don't have a gym.
Yeah.
So I told my sister, she was like, "You're crazy." She was like, "You just came here, you barely speak English, you need credit, you need history, you can't just open up a gym, it's not that easy." So you will do it eventually if that's what you want to do, but you have to wait, like it takes time, like you only be in it for a year. I talked to my brother-in-law, I'm like, "Listen, I want to open up a gym." He was like, "You're crazy." Everyone I talked to told me you're crazy. So we started, it was only me, him, and my brother. And we started training people. I was busting my ass off.
You had this location at the time?
But on a budget, and it didn't look like this at all. Like this wasn't like this at all. The gym was smaller. Our budget was only like 40-50 grand. So we bought used treadmills for like 200-300 bucks. We went to rent our U-Haul. We like did the whole place ourselves. We struggled for the first 6 months paying the rent. So it was hard.
So you guys were like breaking even or even taking the loss some months for the first.
Yes.
And that's the thing, like people, they don't understand that. Like when they form a vision for being an entrepreneur, they just think about the glory, but it's so stressful, I can imagine.
We went from doing a couple hundred sessions a month to now I have a manager, we're doing almost 1,000 sessions a month, I have 14 trainers, I'm doing over $350,000 construction, I'm building over 6,200 square feet gym with a juice bar full. But all this is my whole point with this, like they don't see the work behind this. They see my watches, they see my cars, they see me at a club, they see me spend money, they see me travel, but they don't see I spent months sleeping at this place. I done 407 sessions in 1 month in this place. They don't see that.
I've worked with people who have that leadership style, and then there's the people who kind of have this dictatorship. That doesn't work.
No, and the reason I don't have that is because I've been lower than I can guarantee any of those. I came from nothing. My family didn't have anything. I was going doors to door selling newspapers. I was mopping floors. I was driving cab. I was working for $8 an hour.
But that's where you developed your hustle.
Yes.
That's where you developed that grind inside of you. So which now has turned into this, and that's amazing, bro. Like it inspires me because you know we have similar stories. You know, and I definitely have aspirations. I have dreams to have my own facility and to be successful building my brand and just having global reach. That's the vision that I have for my brand. So as someone who's inspired by what you've done, and I understand like that process, because I mean just the losing weight thing, it taught me so much about sweat equity. You know what I'm saying? Like because the principles, I like to tell people, like the principles of fitness apply to the principles of life. You get out of it what you put in. You have to be persistent. It's going to be roadblocks. You're going to get knocked on your ass a few times. You have to get up every single time. It's the same thing. And I never had any mentors, and like my dad wasn't around, so I never had anyone to teach me those things. So fitness taught me that. And I've been able to apply those principles to other goals that I have in my life, and it's made all the difference. It's changed the way I think. It's changed the way I see the world. You know, so but people like you are very important to me, you know, because I didn't have contact with people who had that mindset that I seen create and build things from the ground up. You know, so I respect you, man. I thank you so much for your time. I know how busy you must be, so it's an honor that you made time to speak to me. So thank you so much, man. I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but I appreciate you. Real rap, bro. For sure.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you, man. It was really good getting a chance to talk to Shahin, man. That was a really life-changing experience to just be around him and feel his energy. He's obviously a very passionate person who's been through a lot and who has fought hard to build everything that he has now. A lot of the times we see the glory, you know, we see the cars, we see the houses, you know, we see the vacations, but we don't know the backstory, like he said. So it was really good to connect with him and just hear him speak about his pain, because that's where we're made. You know, in the midst of our struggle is where we are made. That's where our characters are formed. That's when we find out who we are. That's when we learn ourselves. So it was really good to pick his brain a little bit, because he's someone that I look up to. He's someone that I admire. He's someone that motivates me. So I'm glad I got the chance to meet him. That was an amazing experience for me. Now I'm at Gold's Gym. I'm waiting for Bishop so we can get this workout in. But for now, until he gets here, y'all know what I'm gonna do. Put in some work. So I just had a new client purchase the Life Changer package, and I'm gonna call him really quick while I got some time, and I figured I'd let you guys hear the conversation. Hopefully he doesn't mind. I need to ask him first. All right, he said it's cool. All right, so I'm gonna call him now. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's up, Emmanuel?
What's going on, man?
Hey, nothing much, man. Tell me a little bit about your goals.
In the past like 5 years, I've probably put on like close to 100 pounds.
Okay.
You know, and I'm just trying to turn it around.
What are your eating habits like right now? Like, what are your vices? I mean, obviously, if you gain a lot of weight, you're not eating how you're supposed to. But what exactly do you feel like is your particular issues? Like for me, it was always just my portion sizes. I'm not really a person that was really big on sweets. So what is it for you?
You know, I'm Dominican, so I love eating rice.
Yeah.
And I know it's not really good, so I'm trying to control it. But that's one thing, you know, like every day if I don't have like 2 cups of rice, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I haven't eaten. So that's one thing that I know has got to be controlled.
Yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily have to eat smaller meals all through the day. That's kind of, I mean, it's ideal, but if you can't make that work, that's not a big deal. You don't have to do that in order to lose weight. But what's important right now is because here's the thing. There's 2 ways to approach this, right? There's the rush way, which most people want to do it that way because they want to get results fast, but that's not really sustainable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to coach people that in order to lose weight and keep it off, the only way to do it is to change your habits, and that takes time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not something that happens over the course of 3 months. You know what I'm saying? So my advice would be to approach it by making small, realistic changes, right? That you can stick to, and take your time. Like you wanna, like I said, you wanna form new habits. You wanna form a new relationship with food, because I can put you on a strict diet. I can put you on this crazy workout regimen, and yes, you will lose weight, but you're not gonna be able to keep it off that way. So you want to make this about health. You want to make this about doing it the right way. I'm pretty sure you've tried diets in the past, and you either lose a little weight or you lose weight and then you put it back on like that. We don't want to do it that way. You want to change the way you approach it. The mindset you approach this with right now from the very beginning is so critical. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so critical, and it's gonna definitely be the difference of whether you are successful or not with this. So, like, mentally, my advice is to just like get rid of timelines, get rid of like caring about the numbers, and just really make this about like I said, reforming your habits with food, reforming your relationship with food, and just make this about trying to get healthy versus trying to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna lose weight. That's a byproduct of you changing your lifestyle slowly. But just get rid of the timelines, because that's just a setup, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a setup every time because weight loss is never like a linear thing. It's never something that happens at a calculated pace. You feel what I'm saying? So when we try to put these timelines on things, we're only setting ourselves up for failure. You know what I'm saying? And then we end up, depressed because we're disappointed. Like, my advice is to just take it slow. Like, I'm gonna do like an assessment with you. We're gonna just figure out what some small changes we can make in the beginning that are realistic for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to flip your diet upside down. I don't want you to do that, because it wouldn't make sense. That'll be the equivalent of me telling you to go in the gym your first day and do 500 burpees. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the nutritional equivalent of doing that, and that's not what I want. I want to coach you in a way where you'll be able to change your lifestyle and sustain the results that you get eventually. I forgot to end the vlog yesterday, and I didn't forget to end the vlog. I parked up and it was dark and I fell asleep, so I didn't end the vlog. So I'm gonna end it here. But as you can see, I'm basically living out of my car while I'm here in Los Angeles, and this is by choice, and I want to talk to you guys about that. Could I get a hotel? Yes. I even have friends that I can stay with, but I have this thing about being uncomfortable, right? So this is more just like this is a mental exercise for me. This is me, putting myself in a position where when I go back home, I'm going to appreciate having my bed even more. I'm going to appreciate, being able to walk to the bathroom even more. It just puts me in a position to never take the simple things for granted. And a lot of us do that. And I try not to, but I'm guilty of it sometimes as well. And also, I did a 48-hour fast while I was here. And I know this stuff may sound crazy to people, but I like to push myself mentally. So the fast is not just about fat loss. It's, you know, of course there's a lot of health benefits to fasting, but it's more so about just pushing my mental boundaries, becoming comfortable being uncomfortable. Like I told you that before, because that's where all the progress in my life has happened, you know, from me being in a space where I'm uncomfortable. So these are just, and I know this may not make sense to a lot of people, but these are just things I do to, you know, and I have very strategic reasons for doing them. And it helps me. And it's going to help me handle life as it, you know, as it continues to unfold for me. This will always keep me grounded. These are little things that I'm putting in place to just keep my mind where I want it to be, and so I just don't lose myself in all the things that are to come. So thank you for watching the channel. As always, guys, I love you guys so much. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you, as many as you as I can at these meetups. I'm going to be doing meetups all over the country. So please, like I said, comment below your city, and I will make note of it. I'm just trying to share the wellness with you guys. As always, let me get these coal out my eyes. So get well and get money.